living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm owning in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. While you chase the crust and I take the lead. Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no end to sight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm owning your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right, spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Everything shown on this stream is either publicly available material, content that was previously posted by the original source, or my own protected commentary and opinion. Any documents, screenshots, or excerpts are redacted and displayed in compliance with YouTube's community guidelines.
This stream is for documentation, criticism, analysis, and public discussion. It is most explicitly not for harassment, not exploitation, and not arousal. I did not hack anything, intercept anything, steal anything, or sneak around like a raccoon in a dumpster. Everything here was lawfully obtained or sourced with consent.
This is also not cyberstalking for the mental midgets out there, meaning repeated targeted behavior toward a specific person, and that would cause a reasonable person substantial emotional distress and serves no legitimate purpose. Commentary, criticism, documentation, and discussion of public material with a legitimate purpose do not meet that standard, no matter how pissed off it makes you.
Being offended isn't a cause of action. Being uncomfortable isn't a crime. Making bad choices and then being shocked by the results is a personal journey, not a legal violation. Hurt feelings aren't illegal. Embarrassment isn't illegal. Consequences are not harassment. And your own behavior making you look bad because of your own choices is tragically 100% legal. Deal with it.
Hey, don't know the difference between a fact and an opinion, and you're already rage typing in all caps. This may not be the stream for you. And if any of this is genuinely making you spiral and you are in the need of a voice on the other end, pick up the phone. In the US, you can call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline for immediate support. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, everybody. How are you doing tonight? I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Man, let's have a little bit of fun. Let's have a little bit of fun. How are you folks doing? Good to see all of you. We got Tammy Bugard in here, Linda Lazier, Diana, good to see you. Liz Powell, Photo Lady, Kathleen Walker, Alice, Big Bob, Louise Taylor, man. Southern Red Sox girl, long time no see, man. All you fine people coming in, hanging out, chilling out. Wes got CMA's C and cheese, C mac and cheese. That's funny. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. The past couple of days, I've just been sitting back and watching the craziness unfold, and I'm sure a lot of you have been more informed on it than me, because I had no idea that the mods were losing their crap, going ape shit over each other and over the flea, and maybe they're starting to figure out that, damn, we're on the wrong side of this shit. Like, they're everything bad that people have been talking about. Wow, it's amazing. You're just now starting to figure that out now, mods. You think about this, how they've been treating you. How they've been treating you and how shitty that feels. Just think. That's how they treat everybody. That's how they've been doing. They treat everyone like shit. They've been doing that for the whole time. They find somebody that they disagree with, and instead of like coming up with a proof of lies or anything like that, it's just a constant, we're just going to cut them down, talk shit about them, make up shit. It's amazing how much crazy shit. Hey Roddy, how you doing? Good to see you. How much shit that they've made up about people, lies that they've been told that they believe. I mean, they have Ray believing so much shit that I don't think that twisted old man knows the difference between up and down anymore. I mean, he is totally jacked. He is jacked up in the head, like far beyond. And he uses this all as some excuse of, oh well, I'm old, so if you disagree with me, it's because you're hating me. No, disagree with you because you're wrong. See, that's something you never figured out, Ray. You use your old age. Use your old age and the loss of your wife and all this other bullshit to misbehave and act like an asshole to people. Like it's amazing to me, Ray, that you haven't figured out that that doesn't excuse bad behavior, but yet you continue to do it. Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer. That man doesn't know what the day of the week it is. I'm beginning to wonder. He says, oh, well, I never made a threat. No, Ray, that was a fucking threat. That was a threat. Whenever you're telling somebody to go out and do harm to somebody else, that's a fucking threat, Ray. It doesn't matter what you did back in the 40s or 50s or shit like that. What you said right then and there was a fucking threat. This is the kind of behavior that you're trying to excuse, saying, well, that's not what I meant. Put the shit in context, Ray. You made threats against people. You're no better than Lee. You're no better than Vomit. You're no better than Paint Chip. You're made of the same cloth. You're just garbage fucking people. In my opinion, you got no reason to even fucking be on this platform if all you're going to do is make violent threats to people and then try to backtrack it and say, well, it's because I'm old. Oh, it's because, well, in my day, we did things a little bit differently. We talked a little bit differently. Yeah, in your day, you would have got your ass slapped the fuck down for saying the shit that you said. But see, you're one of those fucking keyboard warriors that likes to get out there and talk shit and start shit and then not want to back up your bullshit. Sorry, it's just a little aggravating to me. Well, it's probably something to do with everything else. Who knows? Everything's always jacked up in this thing. Give me a second. Maybe if I do this. That might help out a little bit there. We'll see. I don't know. Ray, John Cook. I mean, all of them. They're out there making threats to people. You know, I tell people, stop trying to dox my wife, because the outcome of that is not going to turn out like you thought it was going to turn out. It's going to turn out poorly for you. There's nothing there to find. All that you're going to do is you're going to get people pissed off at you, and then people are going to come after you. Not me, because I don't have any reason to do that. I don't give two shits about them. I'm covering stories. Your name is out there in the public. You've publicly shown your address. You've publicly shown all this shit. And yet you want to sit there and go, well, I don't understand why people are coming after me. Well, I mean, you're out there telling people where you're at, telling them exactly the kind of bullshit that you're up to. Trying to play holier than thou lips. Oh yeah, well, I never did anything wrong. I'm permanently retired. Oh, I'm just retired attorney. No, you're permanently retired. Those words mean something. All this bullshit that they keep playing at. Oh, I didn't do anything wrong. Dude, we all fuck up. The only problem is people like Ray, people like Lips, they can't turn around and backtrack on it, because then they lose all their credibility, because their fuck ups are, well, just absolutely horrible. Shizzy's wife equals Matlock, the original, not the reboot. Yeah, my wife's just a regular attorney. Nothing spectacular. She doesn't have all that fucking drama. You have to remember, these people are using their law license to stir up bullshit, to cause other people fucking harm. In my opinion, what they're doing is no different than what the fleas are doing, no different than what any of these other assholes are doing, going out there, starting shit, telling lies, acting like assholes to other people. And then whenever people clap back and say, no, here's the receipts, here is all the proof, here is where you've changed your story, here's where you've lied, here's where you have attacked people, here's where you've threatened people, here's where you've lied about sexual assault, here's where you lied about this, here's where you bullshitted about that. Every time this kind of crap comes up, you guys flip your story. 30 seconds later, you're saying the same goddamn thing. It's ridiculous. It's hilarious to me that I'm sitting here listening to this and just going, really, are you guys that fucking mentally bankrupt? You have no empathy towards anybody whatsoever, that you would bring Ray on the day after his fucking wife dies in the fucking hospital and think that, oh, that's absolutely fine. Well, he needed someone to talk to. There is fucking help. Call 988. Go get some fucking love. Go fucking hire a prostitute for all I care. Do something to get your mind off of it. But coming onto a channel that's going to do nothing but grift off of the death of your wife, Ray, what kind of piece of shit? I mean, I see this kind of shit all the time on the internet. I've talked about it ad nauseum, and I'm just like, really watching the insanity of these people. And then, you've got the mods over there getting all butthurt. Oh, Lisa treated me like shit. What did you fucking expect? What did you expect, Nat? What did you expect? What did you expect, Flutter? That she was going to go over there and stroke your ego? You have to understand, every time they're talking about narcissists, they are talking about themselves. They're describing themselves. They're self-analyzing every bullshit move that they're doing, every scam that they run. They run that shit through AI so they can try to make it sound as pitiful as they possibly can. That's why all these people are getting scammed out of fucking money on a daily basis. It's because they're falling from their bullshit. Oh, well, the family doesn't want to share it now. why would the family not want to share? Why wouldn't the family say, hey, you know, this is something that whenever we look at this, it makes us feel, you know, it makes us miss him or whatever the fuck it might be. No, you raised money, you bullshit it, and then you continued on with your crap. I mean, yeah, I had to take a break from everything today. Went to the snow. There you go, Stacy. That's what I'm talking about. Tell the lies, then spin, then deflect. Yes, exactly, Big Bob. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. It's all content to me. They're saying, well, you're making money off of people's hardships. No, I'm making money off of the bullshit that you guys are playing. The kind of crap that you're running, the shit that you're doing, it is like fucking gold. I mean, it is just absolutely gold to sit back and stare and go, man, these people just going hog wild, stealing money, doing fundraisers that are illegal as fuck. And then they think, oh, no, it's because we're ADA protected. Well, you know, another dumbass. ADA protection does not protect you from doing bad shit. And of course, you know, here I am, just this little lowly fucking YouTuber that doesn't even give two shits about all this stuff. I find it amazing. You know, and watching that they used a fucking child to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't care what these people are saying. Oh, you know, it's 50, it's 20, it's only 18. One fucking dollar doesn't matter. I'm giving you the scope of how much money that they've grifted off of people. There's people that are spending 3 to 5 years in prison for pulling the same shit that they've done. ADA, are they not security? Yeah, isn't that a security company? Another dumbass security company? Oh. Well, we're going to look at some of the crazy shit. We're going to look at some of the funny crap that they like to say, oh, well, we don't know anything about what's going on. Yeah, they do. I mean, hell, here's proof of they know what kind of shit's going on, huh? Look, there you go. Oh, trust me, they have a court date of January 23rd. I promise you that court is going to see Jeremy Hales is not in fear of Michelle or John Cook. Really? Why? Because he hasn't run and hid like you expected him to flee? Is that what you're saying? The link to the ADA merch again? Oh, it's out there. It's out there. I'll see if I can bring it up. Let me see. I will find it for you. Give me a second. Yeah, you can find it on my store. On my store page. If you go to my main page, it'll be in the store. It is. Let me find it just a second. Store. Here we go. And I have a link to all of the merch right there. So there you go. There's a link to all the merch that I have there. I have a sale going right now. It's ADA Pro, I believe, is what you put in there. It ain't there. Oh, it is. You just have to go to the page itself. If you scroll down if you click on any one of those, it'll take you to the store, and then you should be able to look at all of Shizzywhiznut's Nut House, and it'll be right there. It's there. Like the t-shirts are $23. The stickers are $6.99. The coffee mug is $15.99. It's all there. I can't show you it's ADA Pro at checkout, and you get 10% off your order. All you have to do is click on any one of them. It'll take you right there. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate it, Tammy. It's like I said, it's all there. It's just It shows up differently for me because it's in my Springs shop, and so whenever you go to Spring and you click on it, it shows creator page. It's odd, but yeah, it's there. Just gonna be lurking for a bit. Well, lurk away. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, the funny part of all of this is it's funny because if someone stole money from or scam them, they would scream and shout about it every way they could. Well, and Ray's a perfect example of the bullshit that they pull. I mean, he plays like, oh, I'd never do anything horrible or bad. No, don't believe that for a fucking second. He's just as bad as they are. He's made that perfectly clear. He's made that perfectly clear. He took it as a threat whenever Megan pointed out, Ray, how would you feel if this was your daughter in that video that you're out there promoting? And Ray's just like, that's a threat. You're going to do something to my daughter. You've proven my point, Ray. You've proven my point. That's all Megan said to him. You've absolutely proven my point. You would not like this if this was your daughter. You'd be raising 9 kinds of hell. If this was your daughter and somebody was showing an image of her doing that kind of behavior, it doesn't matter if it's a cartoon or anything like that. Oh, Ray would be blasting the fucking internet. He'd be blowing a fucking gasket. Not that he has many left to blow. Jeez. Well, apparently there's a lot of people in Walmart who saw that and was like, what the, trust me, Jeremy does not care. No, Jeremy cares. See, the thing the fleas are missing out on, and the thing that the anti-hales are missing out on is that, it doesn't matter where Jeremy goes. If he has a protective order against John Cook or Lynette, they can't be there. If he had a protective order against me, I could not be in the same location as him. I would have to abide by whatever rules are in that. No exception. If it said I couldn't contact him, it would be, don't contact him. Don't call him. Don't email him. Don't text him. Don't send, don't reach out and tell Tug to reach out for me and tell Jeremy X, Y, or Z. None of that. You stay the fuck away, but they have not been able to do that. I thought he already lost it all. Well, he's probably going to lose quite a bit more. I mean, the thing is he is in a court case with Jeremy, and he doesn't stop. Just like, okay. He doesn't care. Right now, all he cares about is hating on people like me, who's putting the truth out there. Flea, you wouldn't know truth if it bit that fat ass. You wouldn't know truth if it came up and shoved a hot red poker in that ass and called itself truth. You would, if it came out of Jeremy's mouth, you would call it a lie. Except whenever it's proven that he says 3 people already flipped, meaning they left the little anti-hale system there to go out and do their own. Wow, he was pretty spot on. She even noted it. Let's jump by Greenland. The order be valid there too. Yeah, probably. Probably was. Oh, I think he cares whether or not you guys know if he hung out with Leslie or not. No, another lie. This is the thing. You're sitting out there promoting Fleet. You're out there promoting these lies. Ray, you're out there promoting these lies. You keep saying this shit, but there's never been any proof. Not a single bit of proof has ever been shown in any of this. Those signs that John Cook and Lynette wrote and posted around Otter Creek were confirmed not only in the Ohio court case, not only by the deposition that Jeremy had, where Bruce confirmed it. On top of that, you've got it everywhere else. It's been proven. It's not up for debate. It's just a matter of how much money are they going to have to fork out for the bullshit that they did to Jeremy. That's what it comes down to. I keep hearing this shit. Well, whenever it gets to court, no, it's just a matter of time, because right now, everything's going on in bankruptcy court because everything's been stayed as far as Lynette goes. It hasn't been stayed as far as the rest of the Anti-Hales group is gone. It's not stayed with Luthman. It's not stayed with Paint Chip. It's not stayed with Bone Crusher. It's not stayed with the Flea. It's not stayed with anybody except for Michelle in one case. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, it's crazy. Photo lady, yeah. I keep sitting there watching this. I keep sitting there watching this go. You realize it's just a matter of time. They're trying to delay the inevitable because they're scared, because they don't have any proof. Because if the Flea had proof, she would be the first one jumping up and down, showing all this proof that she has. Because she's the first one to jump up and down whenever Volmet or Paint Chip or Bubbles files or says some stupid shit, thinking, oh, we totally got him now. That's it. That's all they show. They don't show the other side of it because, well, if they showed the other side, it would destroy every lie that they've told. George knows now. George has been involved with this from the whole get-go. Jeremy made this very clear. See, Flea, instead of having your mods watch the channels that you're wanting to talk about, go watch the shit yourself. That's how you can verify this information. Go watch the bullshit yourself. See, that's what I don't think they have time to do. I don't know what their issue is, but they don't seem to be paying any attention to what's going on, what people are talking about, what people are saying, with people debunking their bullshit lies. They've been fed by their mods for so long a whole bunch of bullshit. And how much do you want to bet that she doesn't even watch any of the other stuff that's going on? Just a wild guess here, because it sounds to me like she was not paying other people, but giving them props if they would go out there and do all of the work for her, because she's too fucking lazy, in my opinion, to do a fucking thing herself. She's got a business to run. I've got a business to run. What? No, she's sitting around eating fucking cheesy poofs and sucking down chicken skins. What kind of work is she fucking doing? Yeah, right. What kind of work? Probably hiding the money, trying to figure out where she can bury the shit so they can't fucking get it from her. Like, who do I need to talk to get this money? And God damn it, I'm so screwed right now. Yeah, you're screwed. You're so screwed right now. She's out there doing who the fuck knows what, getting her ass in all kinds of trouble. Thinks, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I've won this kind of stuff before. I'm smart enough. I'm so smart. I think he cares not whether he's sorry. I do not think she knew that at all. No, they made it clear she knew everything. No way. Not even on that interview that he did with Coop. Jeremy is the one talking, not her. It doesn't matter. Do you think that George has to respond to every single question? Jeremy talks because that's just how Jeremy is. George seems to be pretty quiet and seems like she's sort of sick of their bullshit. Like, where she's just like, oh, more fucking drama. Like, I want this shit to be done and over with by now. That's the feeling I get from her. I mean, I've had very little interaction with George. I mean, I've talked with mostly Jeremy whenever he's been on stream. I mean, and his mods. I think I had his mods on longer than I've ever had Jeremy on for a single stream. Interesting how that works, isn't it? I mean, you know, people that works for him. Sorry, I do not think she did it all. No way. Not even on that interview that he did with Coop. Jeremy was the one talking on her. Even in this video he did, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. Yeah, a video that you probably didn't watch because you're too fucking lazy, Flea. And she did not look happy. I think he's literally forcing her to do this. Really? That's your opinion of George. You have such a low opinion of George. Why? Because you, I bet you make Gabe watch while you're out there, you know, flaunting those loofahs around, aren't you? Maybe saying it's okay, Gabe. You'll be my little wifey poo. I'll put you in a dog mask and let you crawl around on all fours. How's that, little Gabe? He's done it for a long time. He just doesn't realize it. But the fact that she wore those wigs and then he even went out and hung out with her. What? You realize that George wore the wigs as a mockery because she understands the sarcasm. She understands the sarcasm behind it all. I don't see Jeremy being able to force George to do anything. That sounds like someone that thinks that George is weak or something. Let's put it this way. I would probably, if I had to fight one of the two, I'd probably rather want to fight Jeremy. Be truthful. I think George would just cut me down, you know, not like physically, just like verbally. She would cut me down and destroy me. She'd make me feel bad. That's what it is. She just said that 5 minutes ago. She's so jealous of George. Yeah, she just said that 5 minutes ago. I bet she did. I mean, Jesus. I can't even imagine because it would never happen, you know. Oh my God, he went and hung out with her. Yeah. You know, here's the thing. Again, no proof. Just claims. Just claims that Jeremy hung out with Lips. No proof. No proof. Claims, but no proof. I can't even imagine. There's no scenario that could pop to even make that happen. But let's just say it did. See, even you don't believe it did. I would have popped him right in the face and walked out. Yeah, see? Threatening violence. I would be gone, you know, especially after everything. That would have been the last straw for me. But I think she's so entwined with all this bullshit that he's done and been doing. I mean, she's probably got a lot of shit on him too. See, that's how you don't understand. Flea. Here's the thing that you've never understood about relationships. Relationships are not about having shit on other people. You know, a marriage is not about who has control. Relationships, like healthy relationships, are about being on equal footing. Be able to have a good communication, see eye to eye, be able to have a conversation, get the inside joke, get along well with other people. You know, it's a give and take. That's what a relationship is. If it's about control, I feel bad for your relationship. If it's about who's controlling who and who's got shit on the other people, man, what a sad life you must fucking live. It's one of those like relationships that I always avoided them. I always avoided that shit because it didn't make sense to me. But I guess for you, if whatever is your kink, but you know, your screwed up version of how relationships work is maybe why your mods are leaving you and most of your chat. Could be. But all I know is she's admitted to took credit for being part of what Jeremy did with Leslie. And that's going to be very sorry for her. What she did with Leslie. What did Jeremy do with Leslie? I mean, let's roll back. What exactly did Jeremy do with Leslie? I mean, you know, we can really look at what Jeremy did with Leslie. How about we do that? We go back and we look what exactly did Jeremy do with Leslie? Well, that would be a really interesting one, wouldn't it? Cheating isn't always bad, depending on the goal, especially when you try to keep stability for your kids. While trying to survive, cheating can help. That's what I'm learning. Oh, nothing. Oh, this looks like it came from her. So I think Bruce's wife was livid for Bruce getting involved, and Bruce did tell me it was causing huge marital issues. Why? Because Bruce involved his fucking wife. See, that's something that Ray decided to go off about the other night. Well, you know, they doxed Bruce's wife. No, that is not what happened. Here's what happened, Ray, you ill-informed, ignoramus, old fucking coot. Here is what happened. Bruce was claiming that his wife was not able to work due to a shoulder injury. That shoulder injury is why Bruce was claiming that he could not come to Florida. He brought his wife into that conversation, you old fucktard. Whenever he brought her into the conversation, it sounds to me like Jeremy had an investigator go and check the validity of that actual story. Come to find out, you dumb fuckwad, is she was still working. She was doing all of her fucking regular work and was not impaired. Therefore, Bruce's bullshit excuse that he couldn't show up to Florida was invalidated. It's called showing receipts, you old shithead. It wasn't them doxing her. It was brought out in court by Bruce himself. The bullshit about him and his children and all this other bullshit, looking for fucking sympathy, and nobody fucking doxed him. He brought that shit to himself. So whenever you're going out there spreading these fucking lies that people went out there, went after his wife, it would be a lie. Nobody went after his wife. Nobody went after his children. Nobody called for anybody to go after his wife and children. Jeremy did not do that. I didn't do that. Tug didn't do that. Megan didn't do that. You didn't do that. That was Bruce bringing that shit. He brought his family into that bullshit. Oh. Yeah, she's out there playing golf too with a fucking supposed shoulder injury. I don't know. I don't care. I didn't care about Bruce's life then, wife, family, nothing. I didn't care about it then. Don't care about it now. The only reason it was brought up is because Bruce brought it up. He's, oh, I can't do it because, oh, my pussy hurts. That's all that it was. Nobody gave two shits about it. Well, thank you, Francis. I appreciate you. Well, let's hear some more of the bullshit. And you notice that all of this is coming from her. It's very, very one-sided. And, you know, I'm sure that there's responses that Jeremy was giving. Why? Because we've seen some of the responses that he's given. They're all right here. It's not any different. Nothing's changed. It's the same bullshit. This is the same behavior that she's had the whole time. Personally, I think it was stupid for him to even respond to her. But hey, I don't control the situation. I got no say so in what Jeremy does. Same way Jeremy has no say so in what I do. Weird how that works, isn't it? Guapo mailed me a t-shirt with his logo to wear and create a video where I'm wearing his shirt looking hot. Well, it's going to take a lot of fucking lip liner to do that shit. Because he ain't going to fucking look hot ever to me. Wearing his shirt looking hot. The hope was you would see it. Get jealous. Ooh. Yeah, get jealous. Lisa's scared about her finances being audited or requesting discovery during the lawsuit. Of course she is. See, there's bits of truth in the lie, and that's why it sounds so believable. This is the game they play. They tell little lies. They tell little truth. All I know is she admitted to it, took credit for being part of Jeremy. Because she just became, by doing that, she became equally, I remember when I say this, equally responsible as Jeremy. So he told everyone 8 years ago she wasn't the person everyone thought she was. Well, I don't know. Well, then why are you repeating it? I've heard a lot of things from people who have met her and we're doing business with her. A lot of people. Oh, okay. Name one. Name one, Flea. Because see, 8 years ago, you were a big supporter of the Hales, right? You were all about them. You were all up in their ass, no different than a dingleberry stuck on an ass crack of humanity. You were just there, weren't you? And you knew all this. Oh yeah, I was on the inside. I knew everything that was going on. Yeah, okay. Wasn't the person everyone thought she was. Well, I don't know. For a lot of things from people who have met her and were doing business with her. And when she first started doing these auctions and stuff, and they didn't have any nice things to say about her at all. Jeremy must be in control. So is she the one in control? She's evil, but you see, you don't make a whole lot of sense, Flea. Your bullshit doesn't make a whole lot of sense. There's no doubt. I mean, the way he talked, just the way he talked to Leslie. I mean, good God, he's definitely in control. The way he talked to Leslie, he's definitely in control. Really? That's what you get from it? He's in control. It sounds to me like she's pretty in control of what she's saying here. Michael definitely is narcissistic, and so is my first husband. I filed divorce, and if they couldn't have me, they planned to make my life hell, use my kids as leverage. I seriously think he gets off on spying on me because I've been trying to get out of this marriage for the last 4 years. He threatens me about taking the kids away if I leave him. So I just stay for the kids at this point until they get older, and then I'm definitely out. That's what you got to look forward to there, Michael. That's what you got to look forward to. Does that make you feel good, Michael? Make you feel like a big man now. That's how your wife feels about you. That's that. Oh no, or is she lying? Is she saying this isn't true now? Well, I mean, which one is it? Were you lying then? You lying now? It just means that you're a liar. Threats me. Ooh, such a little pussy. That's your own wife's words. She thinks you're a little cuck. I mean, that's not my fault. You do whatever you want to. That your bedroom is your own bedroom. I mean, hey, no kink shaming here. You do you. I don't wear eye makeup. Don't need to. You can't do that. Oh, wait, what is this? I'm thinking he's telling you to get on your knees and like, excuse me, what? Huh? You know, and he thinks he's going to add me like their lawsuit or something like that. I'm thinking, yeah, for what? Because I was told what you did? Are you an idiot? What are you going to add me for? Because I was telling what I was told? That's not, you know, any kind of defamation. I have a witness saying this is what happened in her experience. Wow. Really? You have a witness lying to you. Yeah, in your experience. Hmm. Hmm. You know, repeating a lie is still repeating the lie. Going after somebody, continually going after somebody like that, no, that's pretty defamatory, especially when you don't have any proof of it. Yeah, somebody else's words is not proof. It's weird how that works, isn't it? You can't do that. You can't sue me for that, you dumbass. Where the hell is your lawyer? I mean, come on, Randall Shockett knows this. You know what? I think Randall Shockett just files lawsuits and sees what sticks, just throws it right up against the wall and see if it sticks. No. See, actually, Randy files pretty damn solid lawsuits. If you thought that, you know, here's the thing, you know, as much as she likes to say, oh, Randy just files bullshit. Well, here, think about this. Think about this for just a second, Flea. If you are so confident that he has filed absolute bullshit, why didn't you file a real response? Why don't you sit there and go, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll show all the evidence tonight. Why don't you show us all this evidence you have? Oh, it's out there. I've showed it. You haven't shown shit. Why? Why haven't you shown anything? It's all out there, right? It's because you're scared. Because you realize that you're in a $4 million lawsuit against somebody that every single day gets more proof of your misbehavior. Weird, isn't it? So screwed up. Every single day, more and more proof comes out. More and more people are starting to turn on the Flea. It's a woe is me at this point in time. Woe is me. My life is so horrible. I can't walk. All I can do is suck down these chicken skins. Because who sues a DA and think he's going to get away with it? See, this is an interesting theory here. You can sue the DA. Does it mean that it's going to go through? No. It shows how bad the system is. That you've got a couple of people that can't even be protected, who should be, who have a absolute right to be safe. But they can't because they got a couple of stalkers. And more than just a couple now at this point. I mean, should we add you to that list, Flea? Because, I mean, you seem to be really interested in George, really fixated on her. Maybe George should be a little concerned. You've got this, like, propensity towards violence, too. It seems really weird. Like, a lot of anger and hatred. You know, it may just be you being a keyboard warrior, but it seems like you've got some deep issues right there, some deep-rooted anger. You know, you've already said that you would punch Jeremy in the nose if you ever met him in person. Crazy how that works. It was like the shortest document read to Dan Owens. The case was dismissed for failure to state a claim. He thought it was because he had immunity. Oh, Jesus. woman or sir, whatever. That is why the case was dismissed. See, that's how they word it. Of course, if you had read the document at all and saw that, oh, well, guess what? Jeremy's appealing it. And doesn't expect to win the appeal either. He's already said that ahead of time. I don't suspect that we'll win on the appeal, but they don't have any precedent for it, and he'll take it up with the Supreme Court. Or let's put it this way, we'll see if the Supreme Court actually will take it up. Because whenever you move those things on down the whole chain of events, it takes a lot of time. And then you have to wait on the Supreme Court to actually take up the case. They may just say, nope, we're not even taking up the case. It wins on the merits. We're not dealing with it. And at that point you go, okay, well, there's nothing more I can do. That's as far as we can go with it. That's where we took it up, and that's where it ends. But you have to get it to that point. It's still early on. Your bullshit, on the other hand, well, it's coming up quick. Because see, within this year, there's going to be some crazy movement on this case. Within this year, you're going to see some insane movement on the case that you're in, Flea. And whenever the shit starts hitting the fan, I suspect that you'll be running for cover. Yeah. And you know, your buddy Bruce, well, yeah, he's not really going to help you out. Ram Saran, he's not going to help you out. Michael, nah, he ain't going to help you out. They're setting you up to watch you fail. Why? Because you fucked a lot of people over. And you think you're righteous in doing it, Flea. Ray, you think you're righteous? Poof. Well, on that righteous train, you got to beat the Flea. Good luck with that. Might as well just, bend over and kiss your ass goodbye. Because you think that she was done with her mods? No, Ray, she's coming after you next. Yeah. You just make sure you stay in line, old man, because whenever the Flea gets done with you, I could find Yamaha Biker YouTube account, many others. I'm about losing. Oh, you can find it. It's I Have a Story 67. There you go. I Have a Story 67. That's Yamaha's channel. Actually, it's its evil twin brother, but don't tell him I said that. Even Leslie didn't realize. I mean, we did because we read it. It was like the shortest document we read. Oh, so you're an expert at reading court documents. Except that's all that you've ever read, maybe. I guess it's like, like maybe Dating Gabe short story. Once you read the document, she was like, oh my God. And it was like the shortest document I ever read. So she was like talking tonight about Shizzy and him reading this thing that he obviously didn't know what the hell he was reading. What was I reading? Do you know what I was reading? I know what I was reading. I was reading a phone conversation that was done in transcript between Bernstein and Chartine. Now, see, the lips there. She was just like, dude, she understand that I'm the one that turned that in because I set her up to find out what she was up to. You mean like it shows all the bad behavior that she knew about that you were up to? What happened? I didn't do that. Something funky happened on my screen. Hopefully I'm still live. because it likes to do that every so often. We'll see if the YouTube is still working. Maybe. Let's make sure it's still up and running. Yep, it's acting all funky. I don't know. Streamlabs is acting funky. Can't share something when there's nothing to share. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Commercial flash. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Just it's acting weird again. Morning, Milton Keynes from England. Welcome, 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 Milton Keynes. Love it, love it. From England, man. I wonder where that is. See, I've been to the Cotswolds. Been to all up that whole coast. I drove from London up through the Cotswolds up to somewhere in the middle, and then my wife and I grabbed a flight from there, and I don't remember what it was, and then we went to Edinburgh. From Edinburgh, we went around all up in there. We had a great time. Beautiful, beautiful country. Buckinghamshire. Nice. Okay, that sounds right. Yeah, I mean we had a blast. We had a blast in the UK. It was good. My voice has been cutting in and out all night, plus the songs was cutting in and out. Yeah, something funky is going on. If you guys can bear with me for like 2 minutes, I think I can fix the problem. But it could be something else. I don't know. Sound is good here. Not very well. Pacemaker is running. Your heart is at 50 BPM, so sleeping lots, not by choice. Ooh, yeah. Good evening. Time to restart the rig. That might be it, T-Rex. That seems like what the problem might be. It's acting really funky. Let me see if maybe I can shut a couple of things down here and see if that doesn't cure it, because I don't have a whole lot running in the background, but something might be happening here. And how about this? I'm going to close this and exit that. That might wanting to do a install of some software or some crap. Let's see. We'll quit that. Yeah, it looks like everything's running a little bit off right now. Like my voice isn't synced up. Weird. Storybook Doll, good to see you. Angela, I will say prayers for you, dear. Well, here, I can that this way you can't really tell whenever it's out of sync. How's that? Okay, he didn't read the docket correctly. He didn't read the docket correctly? Well, that happens quite a bit. See, you have to understand, I'm not a lawyer. I've never purported to be a lawyer. I just read court documents, and most of the time I get them wrong. Fucking amazing. Isn't it weird how that happens? A lot of times I get shit wrong. And it was unfounded. Ugh. And number two is, if I read what a statute is, I'm not sitting here going over it and giving you legal advice on a statute and pointing out a statute. I'm telling you what it is. Except you're misquoting what the statute is. You're trying to frame statutes to be what they're not. That becomes a problem. It's lying to people. See, that's what the point was, you dumbass flea. Whenever I pointed out that you didn't know what 777.011 was, I was pointing out that had nothing to do with it. It had nothing to do with what you were trying to claim. You fucking mental midget. I can go here. I just had to look into it. What I don't understand is that Leslie and Michael said Michael has an obligation as a lawyer to report Shizzy for practicing law without a license. But I'm not. And if you really think that I'm practicing law without a license, go get fucked. 10 ways to Sunday, twice on Monday. I don't care. I don't care. If you honestly think that I'm practicing law without a license, go fucking report me. I really will laugh my ass off at how stupid you look. Go for it. Why does Randall not have the same obligation? Well, he does. Why would Randall report Shizzy for that? He's on his side. I'm on nobody's side, you dumbass. I'm just talking about shit I see. I'm definitely laughing at the stupidity coming out of these fuckers' mouths. He's not going to do anything to go after someone who's on his side. They got this idea. It's some sort of side. Add some coffee and hacking up chicken skins, a little of this. Maybe. Does that help? Make you feel better. He can go after all of them. What was I thinking? It's really messed up. There's so much, especially in this, by Jeremy here mentioning Randall and that there was a deal there. It's going to bring up as a witness because I'm going to question this. No doubt. I'm going to be questioning this. Don't forget the poppy seeds. You need the poppy seeds. No poppy seeds. Oh. No doubt, I am going to be questioning this. If they're going to have to tell the truth, there's no way in hell Randall can say he ever spoke to me in regards to a deal ever. Like, well, I mean, you lie so much that maybe that did happen. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. Squid says she knows Leslie is lying because Jerem always has a cameraman with him at the unit. Well, I don't know. I don't know what Squid said. How about you listen to what Jeremy said? Oh, that's right. He hasn't said anything about it. Why? Because he doesn't have to, because it never fucking happened. You don't have to debunk somebody that whenever something never happened. You don't even have to fucking address it. Isn't it amazing that they haven't figured this out? You don't have to debunk something that's not fucking true until the point where she actually can show some evidence, where she brings it up in court, she sues him or some bullshit like that. It's a bunch of bullshit. Jeremy said there'd be no deals, just a treehouse. Exactly. Never said any, he's never addressed this accusation. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Welcome. Oh my God. So she actually thinks, so people really think that they didn't meet. Wow. No. You got to get your wording right. They didn't meet. There is no proof that they met. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Welcome. Last family member was discharged from the hospital this afternoon. That's good to hear. No, I've seen a lot of chats on the opposite side. Nobody believes any of it. No, we don't believe Lips. We don't believe that Lips can tell the truth. Why? Because she lies fluently. I mean, she lies almost as much as you do, Flea. Almost. You got her beat though, hands down, or should I say ass down. I don't think that's what his plan. Let me ask you guys this. So when Gabe goes and does videos at his work, nobody cares about Gabe. Oh, but if it's his legal obligation, Randall should be in trouble for not reporting it. So go ahead. Here, I'll bring it up so you can get my face loud and clear. Here's me, loud and clear, telling you, go ahead, report me, Flee. In case you're not listening, you and all of your little fucktards over there, go ahead, report me for unlicensed practice of law. Go ahead, report it. Do it. Serious. I got my email open. You can email me a copy of it. How's that? Email me a copy of it. Go ahead, Michael. Go ahead. Lisa, Lips, all you fuckheads, go ahead. Report me. I'm waiting on it. I'm sitting here. I'm right now. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on that report. I'm waiting on you to go ahead and do it. If you believe that I've been unlicensed practice of law, go fucking report me. Please. Please do. My email is fucking open. I am absolutely ready. Go ahead. Until then, shut the fuck up. Go crawl back into whatever shithole you crawled out of. I don't care. There you go. It's a tough call with their BS lies. Yeah, the fleas, more I think. Idiots. Sorry. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for him to do this. You know, it's all this fucking bullshit talk. Go ahead, make my day. God. If he knows he should be reported, he doesn't know it now. If it was me, I don't think he was behind Jeremy filing the UPL on me, and that he did because they thought I wrote Ray's motion and I simply sent it. I don't know. I don't care. Sure. If somebody filed it, then they filed it on you. Why did they file it on you? And guess what? They said, no, we don't think that she did, and they moved on. That's how it works. Go get them. There's nothing to get. That's the thing. There's nothing to get. They keep throwing this bullshit out there like, oh, I'm shaking in my boots. What? You're gonna report me to YouTube too? Really? That's really gonna work out for you. For what? I follow YouTube's rules, so I'm sure that YouTube is just going to jump right in there and say, oh, that's not, especially when the court says it's okay to do. And that's what I mean. That's what you call being a friend. Yeah. I've seen how you treat your friends. Yeah. Lee, I've seen how you treat your friends. Wasn't Flutter one of your friends? Stacy, weren't they your friends? How about that guy, gal, whatever, the person that you scammed $1,000 out of? Well, weren't they your friends too? Oh, didn't you consider Bruce a friend and Shara a friend? You've talked so much shit about Bruce. Makes me wonder. Michelle was a friend too, wasn't she? I mean, for Christ's sakes, you were at her Christmas party. All these people were your friends. So they're all bad. You know, the common denominator is here, Flea, is you're a shit. In my opinion, you are a real big piece of shit. And these people finally saw exactly the piece of shit that you were. And we're like, I'm getting the fuck away from her. It's time for me to go. Posting porn on YouTube is proper. Some of them think that it is. They thought it was funny, especially Ray. We haven't even gotten into Ray yet. Whoa. Ooh. That's a whole nother shitstorm right there. Lips talk is like bullshit walks. More like stumbles drunk down the stairs. That's about her talk. And what you call being a friend in time of need, because Ray was going through a lot at the time. Yeah, trust me, Ray wasn't thinking of Jeremy Hales while he was with his wife. Not at all. He wasn't thinking about it at all. But now all he has is time to think, doesn't it? Isn't it true? That's all he has is time to think. Well, think about this, Ray, you self-righteous piece of shit. You made threats to people, Ray. You made threats. And just because you're old, just because you're a retired vet, that you're licensed to carry, all that kind of shit doesn't mean shit whenever you make threats. And so it got there on time. We knew that he had a date that he had to get it done by, and we made sure we needed help to get it done and mailed. Get it done and mailed. Get it right there. We knew that, look at this little part right here. This is really interesting. This little piece. We knew that he had a date that he had to get it done by, and we made sure that we needed help to get it done and mailed. So who completed it? Are you admitting now that you wrote it, Lisa Lee? Is that what you're saying now, that you wrote it? Because it sounds to me, that's what it sounds to me, like you actually helped write it. Now who's doing unpracticed license of law there? I bet they would have loved to know that whenever they were asking you, did you write this? And you lied. You know, that would be interesting. Raised worse than a crimey, slimy windbag. Yeah. He tries to wrap it in a cloak of, well, I'm old, or I'm a veteran, or I'm this, or I'm that. No, he's a fucking piece of shit. In my opinion. I knew exactly where it needed to be mailed to, and yes, I took it upon myself to do it. Well, how did you get it? Wouldn't it have been easier for Ray to drive the 2 blocks to the mailbox and post it, send it? It would have been a hell of a lot cheaper, and probably would have got there a lot faster. Because see, it would have had a direct route. Once it left the post office there, it would have made a direct route to Jacksonville and then on to where it needed to go. But yours had to go through Jacksonville and go, oh, same distance. Weird how that works. Yeah, Ray could have filed it on his own, but he had so many other things to take care of. No, he didn't. What would be more important than that? Oh, well, maybe because he didn't write it. Just saying. And all because you saw it was mailed from the same UPS store, which other people have addresses there. So you admit to mailing it, then you're trying to turn it around and say, well, somebody else could have mailed it from there. Oh, drinking sweet tea. That's about right. He made it no differently from any other fill-in-the-blank legal forms online. Yeah, so it was unfounded, debunked. No, and no. See, you fucking idiots that are over there listening to her bullshit, where she's saying it was no different than any fill-in-the-blanks legal forms online. It is not. What Ray filed is not some fill-in-the-blanks legal form. You fucking mental midgets. That's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. It wasn't a fill-in-the-blanks. You want to see what a fill-in-the-blanks looks like? All you have to do is look at Lynette's bankruptcy filing. That is a fill-in-the-blanks. First off, I can tell you what's going on in bankruptcy court. What? Really? You can tell what you can tell us what's going on in bankruptcy court? How can you tell us what's going on in bankruptcy court? Number one, Randall has not filed or applied yet because it's not listed. It's not told their attorney, this counsel for the trustee. Maybe because you don't know how bankruptcy works. I don't know. Could be. I don't know how bankruptcy works. But you can tell us, Lisa. Right. I trust you about as far as I can throw it. Well, as far as kick you, no. No, I ain't going to say that either. As far as I won't touch you. That's pretty fucking far. Would not come within a 20-foot radius of whatever the fuck that is. Randall's not applied or applied yet because it's not listed. It's not told their attorney, this counsel for the trustee. To be honest with you, I don't know why they'd go after Randy to do it when he's got another guy who's a bankruptcy lawyer who could have done a better job. You realize that your wonderful little bankruptcy lawyer is not allowed to practice in, what state is that again? Oregon. I'm not restricted to her still serving. No, I don't think you are. You have to understand that whenever somebody served, they served. And there's no shade on Ray's service, but you don't get to use it as some sort of shield for bad behavior. That's the thing. That's the problem with Ray. He tries to shield himself from bad behavior, and he's been doing that for quite some time. And just listen to what he says. He's always deflecting away from, being held accountable. Not just once or twice. It's pretty often for him. I mean, it's pretty damn common for him to try to deflect everything and not take any responsibility for the bullshit that he says. So there's also Jeremy can't get her assets for her property because the property's not hers. Okay. The property is 50% of hers. 50% of that property is hers. And if she tries to claim that it's not, well, that opens up a whole other can of worms. It also, and I don't know this, I mean, somebody else that might be, know a little bit about this kind of stuff. I don't know if in the state of Florida what they consider a common law marriage, but there's a possibility that whenever the federal government steps in and sees the kind of funding that they're getting off of that kind of stuff. If they're speaking about military service, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, if they're speaking about military service, don't care. But whenever you use it as a way of saying, well, I know what I'm doing, I'm trained. Well, so what? So what if you're trained? That doesn't mean shite. Ooh. And that's what he was doing, making threats and then trying to say, well, I know better than what I was saying was fine. What Ray was saying was not fine. It was a fucking threat. He can dress it up any way he wants to. So you're talking a little tiny piece of something. And so Jeremy has a judgment against her in which to get it. If he thinks it's going to be an Ohio case, he's going to be wrong. So you know everything about the Ohio case. Yeah, Lisa knows everything about that Ohio case. Everything. Really? What do you know, Flea, about the Ohio case? Oh, probably not much as you think. Because see, we watched that deposition. Just a week before last, if I'm not mistaken, or was it a couple of weeks before that? I don't know. Time sort of flies when you're having fun, but it's really interesting to me. We watched that deposition where John actually admitted to those songs being written by him and Michelle in that Ohio deposition. Maybe you think that's why they don't want to have this come out in court in Florida. Her behavior. Why do you think that bankruptcy was so important? Because whenever all that information comes out in court, whenever they're proven to be liars and cheats and thieves and stalkers and all the things that Jeremy said that they were, what do you think happens to all of that bullshit that they've been telling people over the past 2 years? You have to think about this. This is the most amount of money those pieces of shit have made in the past 2 years is off of bullshit. Where they've done nothing but destroy a child's life and then grifted off of it. Think about that. really deeply there for a second. Just let that sink in. For the past 2 years, they've been grifting off of that child. They've been grifting off of Lynette. They've been grifting off of John. And now those funds are starting to dry up. This is the most amount of money they've made in the past 2 years, taking people's money, promising things that never came to fruition. And then whenever they get called out on their bullshit, they basically call them garbage, pieces of shit, liars. No, they don't know anything about what's going on. There's so much more going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Welcome. There's always so much more going on. It's amazing to me that there's always so much more going on behind the scenes than anybody knows. Like what? Like what do you have going on behind the scenes that is so fucking important? See, I'm really curious because, if you look behind the scenes here, I work 9 to 5. I work 9 to 5. I spend an hour, prepping for a show. My weekends, I'm building a cabinet for my wife. I mean, this is what goes on the behind the scenes with Shizzy. It's not really exciting. It's about as boring can get. According to what I can read, Florida doesn't recognize common law marriage, but the only way that they will is if the couple comes to Florida from a state that does recognize common law marriage. Well, I'm not talking about common law marriage in that aspect. I'm talking about a couple that was married and then divorced so they could cash in on higher benefits. They were divorced, but they're still living like a married couple. Wouldn't that be interesting? No, I mean, as much as these people like to sit there and talk about how they helped a poor innocent family that was terrorized by Jeremy. Really? You let them live in a 10 by 10 shed with someone that Lynette claims touches a child inappropriately. Really? That was your big moment there. That was your big moment of saying, well, Lynette's a piece of shit. No, she's lying about everything. But there's still no building built. There's only a fence on the front side, and it's a trash looking fence. It was done with the cheapest material you could possibly find. Welcome. Just Jessica. How you doing? Just Jessica. Good to see you, Junior. I'm just curious, how Ray can reconcile that shit. I guess he thinks that's okay. I mean, that's pretty fucking disturbing if you think about it. If you really sit back and give that a little bit of deep thought. Thank you, Patty Cakes. You have a wonderful night. God bless us, everyone. Thank you. I love it. Yeah. It's just I'm sitting here scratching my brain and it's got that itch that just won't go away. Security cameras with sound that Walrus only has access to. Well, I'm sure she's not the only one that has access. I wonder if they know how easy those are to hack. I wonder if they know how easy it is to get the passwords off of that. I wonder when the last time they changed the password. I should probably check. I should probably check and see when the last time they changed that password was. That might be really interesting. Oh, I believe it's Judge Grove or thumbnail or whatever it was, the thumbnail case. There needs to be a stay on that. No, the case is over. You dumb ass. Oh, geez. Lisa Lee, you fucking moron. I mean this with no respect whatsoever. You are a fucking moron, in my opinion. The case is over. The thumbnail case is over. It's done. See, what happened is they dismissed the case. See, if you'd read the court documents leading up to all this bullshit, you would understand that Lynette dismissed the case. That means case done. Okay. But there is an after effect of that, because you see, whenever they dismissed the case, they didn't do it within that 21, safe period. You remember that little TikTok? Oh, how many days is Lisa's counting down? How many days Megan and Tug and Jeremy have to pull out? You remember that little TikTok bullshit that you were doing? If you understood what that was about, that's what they bypassed. That's what Lynette bypassed in that particular case. You fucking moron. She bypassed that 21-day safe harbor after multiple attempts of trying to get her to drop the fucking case because there was no grounds that supported it whatsoever. And whenever she finally did dismiss, it was after multiple attempts at trying to bring this into court, multiple attempts of setting it up in court, multiple attempts of trying to get a deposition. On the day that she was supposed to be there, she decided she wasn't going to fucking show up. You remember all this bullshit stems off of her bringing a fucking frivolous case against somebody. And in doing so, whenever she dismissed it voluntarily, they asked for monetary compensation. But see, somebody by the name of Bruce Madskin, some fucking moron that has nothing to do with the case whatsoever, decided to jump his happy ass up in there. And guess what? That started a whole bunch more shit. And in doing so, starting all that bunch of shit, he got his ass sanctioned too. Yeah, he's being brought before the Florida bar on unlicensed practice of law. If you want to see what unlicensed practice of law is, whenever you have a judge in a district court saying, yeah, this is unlicensed practice of law, and I'm recommending it for the Florida bar to look at, and it's going to be forwarded on to both the Connecticut and Massachusetts state bar. Whenever that's happening right there, that's unlicensed practice of law. Not because you got in some fucking internet beef with somebody because you didn't like the words that were coming out of their fucking mouth. That right there is going to get you in trouble. Commenting on shit doesn't get you in trouble. Chicken fat has slowed down the brain receptors. I think so. I think it slowed them down very drastically. It's like, it's like whenever you forget to oil that chain on your chainsaw, it just sort of starts binding up a little bit, smoking really bad. It just gets you all nasty smelling. You'd just be better off with a cigarette lighter trying to burn through that tree. Oh, play us a song, Music Man. Jenny Dine, I think it is time for a song. I've got a good one for you. I'll give you guys a beautiful song. Let's see. We will share I think it's time for just a happy song. How's that? We'll give you a little bit of the I think I know which one I want to play you. I'm pretty sure. Sure, this one will fit in really well, and it will sort of point out some of the. This is more of a disturbing song. Just so you guys know, it's going to be a disturbing song. I'm in one of those moods tonight that I want to play you something that disturbs me. So let me see right here. It will be There. Let's see. I think it's on this one right here. And yeah, it's this one here. This one is for what we cannot forget. This is a disturbing song. Oh, we'll give you the Shake It one later. But that's for this one. This one is for right now. This fits very well.
In the court of whispers they weave their thread, distorted echoes of words never said. The child's cries are drowned in deceit, a pawn in their game, a tool for defeat. Behind their smiles the rot runs deep, every word a blade, every promise cheap. They set the stage, the curtain drawn, truth never mattered as the lies march on. They love the attention, the money they made, while the child is destroyed by the path that they paved. The lies they spin, a venomous thread, turning innocence into their bread. They'll gaslight the masses, destroy the few, all for the grift, the PR coup. A mother's hands pull tight on the strings, but they'll play along for the gold it brings. They set the stage, the curtain drawn, truth never mattered as the lies march on. They love the attention, the money they made, while the child is destroyed by the path that they paved. A carnival of vultures circling the weak, turning screams into dollars, silencing the meek. Each ally a cog in the sinister grind, a machine of destruction with no child in mind. Theater for gain, justice betrayed, an empire of ruin in the mess they've made. They set the stage, the curtain drawn, truth never mattered as the lies march on. They love the attention, the money they made, while the child is destroyed by the path that they paved. When the applause fades and the lights grow dim, the hollow crusade crumbles within. A child left broken, a future denied, the theater of lies where the truth has died. When the applause fades and the lights grow dim, their hollow crusade crumbles within. A child left broken, a future denied, the theater of lies where the truth has died.
Yeah. I think my audio is still acting funky. We'll see. Another amazing song. Yeah, I've had that one out for a while. That one's one of my old ones. It's one of my older ones. It's a dark song. Jenny 8675-309. Won't you call me? I believe it's Judge Grover, thumbnail, whatever. That's the reasoning for claiming Leslie is lying, because he always has someone with him. He repeated it many times, I guess, trying to convince people. Yes, sure, that's true. Or how about this? Jeremy was never there. Because, well, because some people have this thing, not the vibe you were looking for. I know, Jenny. I'll give you something a little more exciting later. How's that? I'll make it up to you. Oh, let's see. Let's go down here a little bit more, because there was more to this than that. Guys, I know people are still questioning, like wondering, like, why did she do this? Why did it happen? Look, what I can tell you is you have to remember he's suing her. It's not just Jeremy suing her. Thanks, Max, before you forgot.
35 has become a member. Before
Thank
I
you.
forget.
5 months before you forget. Well, don't forget, man. Look, what I can tell you is you have to remember he's suing her. I can't even believe. No, it's Megan, Tug, Jeremy's suing her. Let's put this into perspective. Let's give all of her bullshit some perspective here. Okay. You want to talk about suing and Coop, Mr. Coop brother. Good to see you. Good evening. Good evening. By the way, that well is awesome looking. Good work on that. Very good work on that. It is, you have to remember that Lips is not only being sued by Jeremy, Megan, Tug, she's being sued also now by ABC, because I'm sure that with that, whenever that motion to dismiss is approved, that they will be seeking compensation for attorney's fees for her bringing that suit. Okay. And then you also have a foreclosure, another foreclosure, and more legal fees on top of more legal fees. And there's 5, 6 already, 6 people that are suing her. 6 companies that are suing her. And that doesn't, and then, well, we could get into her husband, Chips there, because you got Lips and Chips, and, you could talk about Chips, and, well, how many people did he cause a whole bunch of problems with by bringing a RICO suit against somebody? She tried suing ABC Legal. Yes, Tammy. We've talked about this. She filed suit against them for emotional distress and all other. Hey, Queen Bee, good to see you. Welcome over from Tug. It is a great D. Oh my gosh, D. I've got to give you a big shout out, because, and give me a second. Where is she? I saw her here in the chat. D spills the tea. D, that amazing job. Like, kudos to you. Like big shout out to you, D, because oh my gosh, what a great interview. That is kudos to you. Yeah, thank you, Max, for linking that up there. I appreciate that. That is definitely something that I'm going to probably try to go over tomorrow if I have time. I haven't had a chance to watch the whole thing. I had it on like ×2 speed, and so I missed quite a bit of it, but I did get the gist of what was going on. Oh my God, it is. Yes, thank you, Teresa. That is absolutely what that song was about. But yeah, that was absolutely beautiful interview. Kudos to those that came forward on that. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of that. And those kinds of things really need to be brought forward to show the kind of garbage people that these people are. And big kudos on that. That's absolutely wonderful. Okay, she's still well. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll probably go over it tomorrow. There's something else I wanted to go over again tonight, but I'll get there. I hope you're ready for a little bit of a stream tonight, because it's good. But very good job, D. Yeah, Stacy, it is definitely worth the watch. I think more importantly, it's not just about people that are on Hale's side of this thing to watch. I think that it is something that people that are supportive of attacking Jeremy and think that Jeremy is this horrible, awful person. I think that Lee's supporters should be watching this, and they should understand what happened. And they should be asking those same questions. They should be asking, where did my money go? Why am I not shown the receipts? Why isn't there a memorial? All these things that you've made promises of, you say that they're being shipped from another country. There's a delay in shipping. We have but we're not going to show it. 14 months, is that right? 14 months is how long that shit's been going on. That memorial was supposed to be there and never has shown up. Not a picture. Nothing. Oh, we've got it. We've got it. Nothing. Do you think maybe her mods figured out what was going on? Because it seems like her mods are the only ones that were buying anything off of that she was selling. Weird, isn't it? Isn't that weird how that works? I mean, think about this. Who went and put together a wishing well with a blue bucket on it? Even brought it down there. Hug, Megan raised money, got a bench, beautiful bench. It's the most beautiful bench. It's the most beautiful bench that anybody could ever make. Sitting out there. Cat, you came together, got a birdhouse, got that out there. No, you got the pear trees, and that was done all in a short period of time. What is it? 14 days? 14 days. All that stuff was pulled, put together. The big, beautiful bench. That's right, Georgia. 14 days, and they couldn't do anything in 14 months except raise more money. Speaking of raising more money, Super Tips is open if you feel like doing Super Tips. I can probably post. I usually pin a thing up there. And also Super Chats are always welcome. 209 lurking. Hey, I could have 10 people in here lurking. It wouldn't change my show. I am appreciative of every single person that is in here. I would still be doing the same thing that I do every single time that I get on here. I don't change up what I'm doing. I mean, I change up the material, but I don't change up me. Now, you have to remember, Hales isn't the only thing I cover. And there's been people that are just like, well, you're not covering Hales. I'm not going to watch it tonight. I don't care. I'm still doing what I enjoy doing. I love doing these kinds of streams. They're great. Hanging out with chat, doing the interaction, There you go. And restore our chat. And let me pull this up right here. See, I'll pin that at the top. And if you're wondering what the Super Tips looks like, because I'm sure I've had people say, I don't do the Super Tips. Well, this is what they look like.
I'm so crazy. You just know I have the micro S of all micro P.
See, that's where we have fun. We have fun in the Super Tips. We enjoy them. We enjoy doing. You can't afford Super Tips, but I love hearing all the voices. Well, see, Georgia, here's the fun part about it. It is not required that anybody donate anything. If you're wanting to support the channel and you can afford it, feel free. If not, just your view is one of the best things that I ask for. Tammy loves that. Yeah, it is. Dawn is getting her $5 worth. I told you, Libby. It is wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. I love that super tap. Yeah, I mean, these are the kinds of things that people do. Never expected, always enjoyed if they're there. It is part of what this stream is about. We do this to entertain and have a good time. And whenever people are doing stupid shit, we get to show exactly the stupid shit that they're doing. And it doesn't matter if they like it or not. Here's the thing. I even went so far. I mean, I spent a lot of time putting this together. Why? Just to explain what this channel does.
Everything shown on this stream is either publicly available material, content that was previously posted by the original source, or my own protected commentary and opinion. Any documents, screenshots, or excerpts are redacted and displayed in compliance with YouTube's community guidelines.
This stream is for documentation, criticism, analysis, and public discussion. It is most explicitly not for harassment, not exploitation, and not arousal. I did not hack anything, intercept anything, steal anything, or sneak around like a raccoon in a dumpster. Everything here was lawfully obtained or sourced with consent.
This is also not cyberstalking for the mental midgets out there, meaning repeated targeted behavior toward a specific person, and that would cause a reasonable person substantial emotional distress and serves no legitimate purpose. Commentary, criticism, documentation, and discussion of public material with a legitimate purpose do not meet that standard, no matter how pissed off it makes you.
Being offended isn't a cause of action. Being uncomfortable isn't a crime. Making bad choices and then being shocked by the results is a personal journey, not a legal violation. Hurt feelings aren't illegal. Embarrassment isn't illegal. Consequences are not harassment. And your own behavior making you look bad because of your own choices is tragically 100% legal. Deal with it.
Hey, don't know the difference between a fact and an opinion, and you're already rage typing in all caps. This may not be the stream for you. And if any of this is genuinely making you spiral and you are in the need of a voice on the other end, pick up the phone. In the US, you can call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline for immediate support. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, that's Monkey Butts. Yeah, Stacy, Monkey Butts is awesome. I think that's one so much fun. So much fun. Only Cyberstock Broken Baker, he's okay if he's into it. Yeah, he is into it, T-Rex. Like, here's more from this transcript. Guys, I know people are still wondering, like, well, why did she do this? Why did it happen? Look, what I can tell you is you have to remember, he's suing her. I can't even believe he did this while he's in the middle of a lawsuit. Well, if you don't believe it, then maybe it's not true. He's got to be the biggest moron. But anyway, he did this, and she's got enough evidence against him for her case. What case? That's the question I have. What case? Are you talking about the case where he's suing her? But she's like, I'm going to countersue. For what? For what? What are you countersuing for? For you sending out shit like this to him? That's what you're going to countersue over? You're going to countersue because never emailed me again because he's monitoring my emails. I don't know how he found out that email, but he doesn't understand TikTok. Where are you talking about your husband? Michael just called to tell me about his conversation with Lisa. Gabe was the driving force with Lisa going live on me. Michael said Gabe hates me and he was able to talk Lisa down about hating me. Were you able to listen to everything I uploaded? Does it help you to see my involvement better and what I can provide you to help you? I do need to give you an audio about Lisa talking to me about the money for the barn. Yeah. Hey, Big Bob. I like Shizzy Babs. Which I told her more like Randy will subpoena your finances because it's relevant. I will do a recording tomorrow for what I'm telling you now. I hope you know I want to help you and why I'm doing this. Why do you think she pulled all those videos all of a sudden down? because she was thinking, from my observation of this situation, that she was thinking that she could get in Jeremy's good graces by providing some sort of information about Lisa Lee, and then started sending, from what I've heard, is starting sending like explicit photos and messages, stuff that is definitely not safe for YouTube. And then getting all bent out of shape whenever Jeremy called her out. Oh yeah, we have that message too, where she says it was such a turnoff that I actually brought. She's talking about Chips here. Brought him to a strip club and make him censored in front of me to see if I could be jealous. But I wasn't jealous. The fact that I could sit there watching him with censored in front of me showed me I was not attracted to him anymore. These are the kinds of messages. She didn't get her a rich sugar daddy. I don't know what her deal was. It's Lulu. I'm literally spilling out my soul, and you send 2 sentences responses about bullshit. Do you think she was starting to catch on at this point? That she was starting to go, oh, he's not really responding to me. I'm not getting the response I expected. You know, it's like the day she decided to jump into my comment section. 76 comments in less than an hour. I mean, it was nonstop. She went everything from love to hate to, sending super chats. And I mean, it got wild. I had no idea that the stuff was going on. It took somebody else to tell me, hey, you realize she's blowing up your comment section? I was like, I had no idea. Said, you might want to look at it. I was like, holy crap. Oh yeah, the comments. Yeah, people forget how quickly she spirals up and spirals down. He was supposed to go to New York this weekend. Now he's claiming he's canceling because he won't leave me alone, because he says I cannot be trusted, and how insane I am for trusting you. This is all based on the emails, so we are safe here, and he knows nothing of this. Yeah, I watched that one in real time. Stacy, I had no idea. It might have been you that reached out to me and were like, look at your comments. Well, I remember that deluge of cray on that video. Shiz, it was an epic meltdown. Lisa will now go live since I texted her and announced how this entire time I had my crush on you because of my text. You can act surprised like you had no idea that you thought my email was flirtatious, but never knew I liked you until Lisa announces it, because I can't imagine she won't now that I told her my true feelings. Lisa's too much into drama. I was here for that show. She's great. I have to figure out what I'm going to say to Michael to get out of this one, because Lisa's going to call Michael and tell him about my text to her. I'm okay with you making me out to be psycho obsessed with you to save your relationship with George. I have to figure out what to say to Michael now when Lisa tells him this. Oh, I also didn't. I probably didn't show anybody. She sent me a message. It was a weird message. How she was accepting something. I have to go back. It was something like some weird Facebook message she sent me. I was like, what? That's fucking crazy. I screenshotted it, saved it, because it's weird. So it's like, I love Jeremy. I don't know what the fuck your deal is. I don't care whether you love or hate Jeremy. That's not my problem. So now Jeremy, now Lisa can make fun of me because I can't lie about how I feel for you. And George and Michael are probably going to be really upset with me. But I don't know how else to prove to you this is real. What can I do to prove this to you? I feel horrible. You think this is Jeremy? I'm falling in love with you. I think about you all day. Don't you know this is real? I want a cool built tree house to live in the forest, be with someone I adore, make love to them, live the rest of my life before I meet God on the other side. That is my dream. Just enough to survive, but finding the person I love it worth more than money could ever buy. To be honest, I could fall in love with you. Oh yeah, I bet you could. That isn't a happy distraction. Jeremy, I'm falling in love with you. I can't say I'm in love because I've never met you, but I'm definitely falling in love with you. Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Yeah. This is the kind of messages she was sending to Jeremy. And then, she's backtracked all of that and now claiming that she was essayed by Jeremy. Is this how she met Chips? I don't know. She was 17 whenever she met Chips. You have to remember that twaddled up. Yeah. She was 17 whenever she met Chips. And then they went on a couple of dates or house parties and then sort of, yeah. No, they dated whenever he was 24 and she was 17, Stacy. Yeah. At a yogurt shop or something like that. I don't know. No, she said she went to parties with him. And then something about talking with an ex-girlfriend or something like that. It was really, really creepy, weird. Like she was at his house, which they keep saying, oh, there was nothing like that going on. But yet she remembers distinctly sitting there and while she was dating him. And then, of course, she probably broke up or moved on or some shit. And I don't know. There's just like, yeah, oh, the parties. Yeah, there was a lot in that. I'll have to go over that whole transcript at some point in time because it was creepy weird. Like we're talking creepy shit that she was talking about. Like saying that, oh, I was 17, but then she's talking about that she was at his house. As a 17-year-old, what the hell are you doing in a grown man's house? Saying, well, he's by now, trying to set up a date to Starbucks or some shit like that. It sounds like something a 17-year-old would do. She said they dated her. They said he in her 30s, but was friends when she was 17. She said they dated in her 30s. I don't know. I don't know. It seems, I don't know. There's some weird shit going on there. That's all I can say. Yeah. Like make your skin crawl a creeper. Yeah. But because he's so hardcore on me and obsessed with me, I hate to say it because it almost sounds egotistical. No, you are egotistical. Trust me, I don't want it, but he's way too into like trying to destroy me. No, he doesn't. From what I've gathered from Jeremy, he doesn't want to destroy you. He wants you to stop fucking putting shit out there that's not true about him. I mean, she has got such a hard on for Jeremy that it is insane. All these people, why do these people have such a hard on for Jeremy? I don't understand. Oh, I posted the P.O. box. Okay, that's all I did. Oh, what was that? Oh, I posted the P.O. box. Okay, that's all I did. I've never blocked anybody, hit anybody. I never did any of that. That chat would fly. I was not about to sit there reading it. You know what I mean? I just posted his link, not all his links, that link, and that's it. That's all I did. But I wasn't. It wasn't until right before the half meal to grill, that he removed me because I remember I was on the phone with Robbie. I was like, I don't know. Let me see if I'm still a mod because the topic came up. But I went like, oh, look at that. He did. He finally removed me. And that was months later, he's trying to say that it had something to do with the same thing Travis did. I didn't block anybody on Travis's either. Oh, so she's saying she was a mod for Travis also? What I did was remove the comment. I didn't block anybody. I removed the comment because the comment was about the hoarder house. And Travis said he didn't want any of that drama on his channel. Yeah, mod drama. No, we don't do mod drama. No. But because it was Sean Goodman, so it was Goodman's little whore that worked for him. Who's, here's the thing. This is the kind of shit that Travis didn't want on his channel. This is the kind of shit that Travis didn't, man, here's the thing. Travis may have some really big news coming up. I'm going to do something, adjust that so it stops glaring back like that. There we go. Travis may have some really big news coming up, and I can't give out that news because it's Travis's news. And the thing was Travis was like, oh, I got some really big news, and I'm really excited. I want to tell somebody, but I can't put it out there because if I do, then I might jinx it. I was like, absolutely. I was like that, and whenever I heard the news, I was like, ooh, that's awesome. Love it. I love it. You know how much drama Travis is involved in? Zero. That was the beauty of it. I was like, that was one of the best parts of talking with Travis, was seeing that whenever he says he's not into the fucking drama, he seriously is not into the fucking drama. Like, he was going, this is what I do. This is where I like to be. This is the thing I enjoy. I mean, I'm having fun out here. I mean, that was one of the best times hanging out with expert Travis. No drama, no bullshit, no craziness. And these fuckers can't seem to understand this shit. Yep. No mod drama here at all. Yeah. I like all my mods. I keep them all here. Now, I've had mods that have said, I don't want to be a mod here. Okay. If you don't want to be a mod, that's cool. I got no problems with that. I like to keep it light. I like to keep it really light. Travis said he didn't want any of that drama on his channel, so I was supposed to remove it from the chat and from the comment section. That's what I did, because it was Sean Goodman, and so it was Goodman's little whore that worked for him. She's the one who actually was sending pictures around, naked pictures of herself. Liz Barnes, who seems to be up Jeremy's ass right now. She's the one who did that. Really? And see, this is why people don't let you in on anything that goes on. That's but we found out that, because after this happened, we found out that there was a whole bunch of mod drama going on her channel. Like, the mods fucking revolted over there. They said, we're the fuck out of here. You treat us like shit. All you people treat us like absolute garbage. And I try to treat my mods really nice. You guys do this out of the goodness of your own heart. I don't pay anybody anything. God, I barely can afford to do this shit myself. So how am I going to pay a mod to do something? And I love it whenever you guys do that stuff. I mean, it's awesome. That's who it was. And so why did what he did with me, and he couldn't believe how pissed off I was at him. And I was pissed off. I'm like, you had me helping your channel, doing your graphics, doing your t-shirts, all that stuff. He didn't pay for his Shopify account. I did. He said he paid for it. No, he did. I paid for the t-shirts and received that. He made for himself. He didn't pay for the logos. He didn't pay for any. He didn't pay for the Shopify account at all. That's $39 a month. He didn't pay for that. I did. So technically, Travis owes me money. But anyway, I don't care. Basically, what I did when I pulled all that, I said, you know what? You did all those designs. You didn't do those graphics. Take them off your site. You want to treat me like that? Everything I helped you with, take them off your site. Take them down. I don't care. Have somebody else do it for you. They're easy. 1, 2, 3. Somebody could throw a new one up for you. So that's how that went down. But other than that, Jeremy lied about Robbie. Did what I did to Robbie. Saw what he did. It's going to do Guapo. Guapo is still his friend. I watched him do that thing with Marlon Rabby. I saw Chief Lin guy. I know how he was trying to attack everybody in Otter Creek. I was just like, yeah, no. And I stopped watching. Yeah. Yeah, Georgie, yeah. See, she's got a beef with everybody. Really never seen members arguing here. This is our chill place. Yeah. No, and I've had people that have been here and started to try to stir up some shit. And I informed them I don't do that here. That's not what my channel is about. That drove them that quieted them up. It was nice. It was very calming. And you know, if people are coming in here attacking my chat, I don't like that. It's not something that I do over here. I mean, you're welcome to disagree. You know, at one point in time, I thought, you know, what would be really interesting? It would be really interesting is have all of the little anti-Hales group over here and let them explain to me, and you know, and I'm being serious here. Have them explain to me and show me the proof. Not just say that they have all this proof, but show me the proof. Show me the actual proof of what they believe that Jeremy's done so wrong to them. What George has done to them that qualifies the ability to go out there and make false accusations. I thought about doing that, and I was like, no, because if they had it, they would have already shown it on their own channels. It's like, so why would I bring them over here? So they could what? Cause more problems? I like my chat too much for that shit. Hey, David Air Force, how you doing? We can't argue because we were laughing too hard. Well, probably at me, because I'm a dumbass. You definitely have a strong case for defamation against Jeremy. Oh yeah, definitely. There's no doubt it's popping up. Wait. So you are you saying that you know the law now, that you could call out defamation against Jeremy? Oh, you're about as brain smart as what's that fucker's name again? Oh yeah, Bone Crusher. Yeah, we were talking about him. I ain't even got into that shit yet. Yeah, that's a really interesting one. And I had made some observations, and I'm gonna pull up my notes here on that one, because it was some observations that I made during his little they're attacking. I'm not attacking. Yeah, that one there, his little bullshit that he wanted to talk there. And I'm gonna pull this over here, because I spent about an hour listening to his ranting and raving. It was the same shit that you're expecting to hear from someone that's delusional. Okay. Let me get to it. Just scroll up here, because I took a lot of notes as I was listening to his bullshit. I've got the transcript, but I'm gonna like I said, I had to break it down to something that was a little bit easier to deal with here. One, he claims this. He claims that he was accused of a killer mentality. And he said someone accused him of having a killer mind, killer mentality, or violent disposition based on comments he made about guns, ammo, and self-defense. Says it was not threatening anyone. He says the accusations is malicious. Says based on a misunderstanding of the comments about needing only one shell. And he tried to reframe it as a personal attack. Now, here's the thing. As I said, that right there, Ray, if you put in context what he said, it was very threatening. It wasn't just a minor, I was talking about hunting and all this bullshit that he was trying to say. Oh, well, back in the 40s and 50s, whenever we were hunting, we had to conserve our ammo and bullshit. That's not, you weren't even talking about hunting whenever you said that shit. His ammo comment misunderstood. He grew up poor, hunted for food, counted ammunition because every shell mattered, but that's not what he said. I'm trained, safe, and not dangerous. He says he was trained by the American Legion as a child. He had extensive military weapons training, but he was only in the military for 3 years. He has a concealed carry permit. Understands legal self-defense. If he were violent, he'd be in prison already. Yeah, he said that. He said if he was violent, he'd be in prison already. Sounds pretty threatening to me. Trained, therefore I can't be threatened. Threatening. And then, of course, he says Tug and Megan are spreading lies about him. Says they're calling him dangerous, that they're spreading rumors, that they're targeting him because of who he associates with. They're targeting his reputation. Are they actual claims of what he's saying? Is what he's saying true? Because what I got out of it, they were saying, what you're saying, Ray, is threatening. And what you're doing is you're paraphrasing what they said. You're also understand that whenever you make a threat saying it only takes one to another person about another person, that is a fucking threat. Then he started going off again about his daughter. Ray introduced his daughter on the stream. Yes. She seemed like a pretty cool person. She was there to help her dad. That's what I got out of it. Helping her dad go through a difficult time. I'm sure it wasn't a great time for the daughter either, but she was there to support her dad. He was like, my daughter's here with me. Say hi. She said hi. And they moved on. Nobody threatened his daughter. They were just like, hey, Ray's daughter, whatever her name was. I don't even fucking remember. Nobody threatened her. What was said to Ray that he took as a threat was in response to him being, laughing and joking and having fun, thinking it was great whenever Luthman was showing revenge porn. Whenever Luthman was doing really bad, crappy things, he sat back and thought that was just fine and dandy. He asked him to send him the video so he could review it. Imagine Ray doing that. And you're like, ooh, that's sort of sickening. Why would anybody think that that's sort of gross and creepy and sickening? Well, they might think it's gross and creepy and sickening because they're thinking, if that was my daughter, if that was my wife, if that was my sister, that somebody was sending out like that, how would I feel about that? Ray took that as a threat. No, what they asked him is, Ray, if that were your daughter, how would you feel about Luthman showing that same video? If that instead of that image being Megan Fox, if that was your daughter in that image, would you still be thinking that it was funny? Would you still think that it was not gross and sickening? How about if it was your deceased wife that they had done that to? How would you feel about that then, Ray? Would you think that that was appropriate? I mean, really sit there and think about this, Ray. There was no threat implied. It was trying to show, do you have any fucking empathy? And in that moment, Ray, you showed that you have none. You showed the kind of person that you really are. Because instead of, sitting back and going, yeah, I guess that was fucking inappropriate. And I'm sorry for showing that or even laughing at it or thinking that that was anything except sick and disgusting. You didn't do that, Ray. Oh, no. You said, well, I'm old and they're making threats to my daughter is what you said, Ray. I mean, you have every right to help who you want, but whenever they're pointing out the kind of bullshit that you're doing, god damn, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Sorry. Taking a little bit of breath here. Exploiting the drama. He says that the bullies are motivated by money. Isn't that sort of coincidental there, right? Isn't it coincidental that you would be sitting there promoting bullies, making money off of drama? So much so that they're in a lawsuit with Jeremy Hales. Lips is in a lawsuit with Jeremy Hales, ABC Legal, Fannie Mae, or is it Freddie Mac? Freddie Mac, Truist Bank. I mean, you would think that at some point in time, whenever they're foreclosing on your property, shut the fuck up. But hey, you keep doing you there, Lips. Back to Ray. Exploiting drama. How about this? Look at it from this perspective. Do you think you were exploiting drama, Ray? No, you just think you're reporting on it, right? You're showing the truth. That's how you try to frame it, is, well, our side is showing the truth. Everybody else that is showing anything that's contrary to what we believe is farming drama. We're all looking at it. We're all going, yeah, this is stupid. People are doing stupid shit constantly. And then, the best part was you, little Ray, you're saying that people have threatened you, that they dox people, that they harass families. Did we just read that Lisa Lee doxed Jeremy? Or was it? Oh, no, that was Lynette. Oh, yeah. That was Lynette that doxed Jeremy. Started posting his address out there. No, she doxed herself. She started posting her own address out there. Not that anybody gives two shits about it. You're saying that people have threatened you. Ray. I feel bad for you, Ray. Not really. I don't feel bad for you at all. I really don't. I don't. You know why I don't feel bad for you, Ray? Because you thought it was just absolutely fine for people to come after me and my family. And I never asked anybody to come after you. Matter of fact, I told people don't. I've done everything that I can whenever I show documents to redact your name or, well, your address. My name's in court public documents. But over here, and everybody else that I can think of that, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Megan and Tug, I don't know about Jay yet. He does his own thing. But from what I've seen is Megan and Tug, they try to hide that stuff, such as phone numbers, social security numbers, addresses, email addresses, like to the point where, most of the pages are filled with black fucking, lines where you can't read what the fuck half the document is. Well, because there really wasn't anything to the document except a bunch of fucking email addresses. Most of them are Lethman's fake email addresses or his subtitled, I don't know, whatever you want to fucking call them, his alter egos or whatever. He said that the Rick Reed, however, was absolutely false. Rick Reed. I don't know who Rick Reed is. I even redact addresses and personal information. Yeah, Max does. Yeah, Max redacts them out too. As far as I know, I mean, I've seen some of Max's stuff there, and he redacts quite a bit out. This, and this. Yeah, I mean, so wait a second, wasn't it? What I think that you were asking for that information too. Thought that would be really interesting, Ray. Well, how did that work out? You guys doxed me once, and that stuff was asked to be removed, and well, I don't think it ever was, but I don't care because it's already out there. So how's that? Yeah, you've come after my family. Interesting. How's that working out for you? Find out that my wife doesn't respond to you assholes. Yeah, she doesn't care about your drama. She doesn't care about your bullshit. It doesn't affect her whatsoever. Yeah. It was that you contacted my employers. All that stuff. Yeah. You gone after Tug. Hell, you even gone after Megan and showed her address online. Showed her house. Isn't that right? Interesting. So how do you feel about that, Ray? How's that make you feel? Make you feel like a big man? I bet it does. Makes you feel all nice and fuzzy inside. But we know what kind of sick fuck you are. But of course, Ray, he's going to say, oh, but I'm old. I'm wise. I'm poor, but honorable. A protector, a veteran, a Christian, a defender of the bullied, a father figure, a moral authority. Because where it really distorts is that your criticism, any time that people criticize you, you claim that's an attack. Every time there's an interpretation of what someone says, that it's a lie. If there's a disagreement, you attach malice. If there's any sort of pushback, then there's conspiracy. And it's really interesting that the projection from you, Ray, is that anybody that agrees with Jeremy or anybody that disagrees with you, they're bullies, saying that they harass families, that they're immoral, they're perverted, that they're dangerous, they're corrupt, that they destroy memorials, that they're satanic adjacent, that they hate Christians, they hate veterans, they exploit children, they're predators, they're evil. These are words that came out of your mouth, Ray. This is what you've called. This is what you called Tug. This is what you called Megan. This is what you called Jeremy. This is what you've called me. This is what you called Veteran Nation. This is what you called Squid. This is what you called anybody who's disagreed with your shit. This is what you've called Mr. Coop, Georgie. This is what you've called all of these people that disagree with your stance on shit. This is what you call J Hip. D spills the tea. Do I need to keep on going down the list of people that have channels that are covering this and might be seeing things that you're not seeing? You've gone after Miyagi. You call Miyagi a bully, a little fucking dog a bully. Wow, that's brave of you. You've harassed my family. You've harassed Megan's family. You've harassed Tug's family. But we're immoral. You've laughed at sexual shit, revenge porn, and you call us perverted. You say we're dangerous because you threaten us. You say that we're corrupt because Yeah, like we raised how many hundreds of thousands of dollars did we raise in the name of a fucking child? How many, Ray? How many dollars did we raise in the name of that child? Huh? All these people that you think are perverted. How many people did that? Who's corrupt there, Ray? Who's morally bankrupt, Ray? How many memorials did they put up? How many, Ray? How many memorials did they put up for somebody to destroy them? D Spills the Tea did a wonderful interview with somebody that says, yeah, there was never a memorial. Hell, even in the video that Lisa Lee likes to throw out there on her channel, oh, look, there's Jeremy driving up there on a vehicle just with some taillights. You have no idea who the fuck it is. Hell, as far as we know, that could be Gabe going over there and going, oh, I need that piece of wood. Oh, fuck, we don't know. Satanic Adjacent. That's the one that really gets me. You know, because see, here's the thing, Ray. I believe in God. I believe in the devil. I believe that there's good. I believe that there's evil. I'm not a Christian because I don't worship Christ. I worship God. Completely different. I'm not Jewish. It's just my core beliefs. And I don't normally talk about this stuff. I've talked about it before, and people know how I feel about this. But if someone wants to be Christian, be Christian. I don't care. That's fine by me. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. What your beliefs are, whether you're Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, it doesn't matter to me. As long as you're not harming people, as long as you're not hurting children, I don't care. I have got no moral authority on that one, as I know one day I will meet my maker, and my maker, I'm sure, was going to have a lot to say about my fucking bad behavior on this planet. See, that's where I think the Christians got it good, because they can say, well, you know, all my sins will be washed away. Not mine. No, mine are an eternal reminder of how horrible of a person people can actually be. And I try to make atones for that every single day. Miyagi is a Shih Tzu. I always thought she was a Chihuahua. No, I didn't think it was a Shih Tzu. I always thought that was not a Pomeranian, but trying to think. It's another small dog, not a pug. I didn't think it was a Shih Tzu. Wow, that's not an easy job. She's a Chihuahua. I don't know. And see, I think what really frustrates Ray so much is that he's not on the inside with the rest of them. They sort of leave him out there hanging, because if he looked at the true story of all this, it would be he might have a different aspect on all of the shenanigans, unless he's just that much of a shit person that he hasn't looked at both sides. Pomeranian, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Pomeranian. They hate veterans. That was the one that got me. Saying that people hate veterans. No, I hate the military industrial complex, even though I was a part of it. I mean, I'm retired. I'm a veteran myself. I mean, I did 4 years as a mechanic. Never went to war. Thankfully. Could have. I could have ended up in 2 separate wars. Had some shit that happened in Panama while I was in, and then there was also the first Gulf War. Luckily I didn't have to go. My life would have taken a totally different trajectory. But hate veterans? No. I have a camaraderie with veterans, but I don't have a whole lot of camaraderie with assholes. Knowingly. I mean, you try, Ray, to reframe yourself as being the only sane one, and everyone else is sick, warped, broken, malicious, but you're clear-eyed. And of course, you're going to keep escalating because you'll say they're rude, say that they're threatening your family. But what you don't say is, they misinterpreted me. You say things like, they're trying to destroy my life. You don't say that they dislike you, say they're evil. You also have to remember that you contradict yourself all the time, that you're calm, but you're enraged, you're peaceful, but you talk about violence constantly, that you're misunderstood, but refuses nuance. That you don't threaten, but you imply confrontation. Say that you want peace. And all you do is talk about going to war with people. And then, of course, there's your trauma shielding because of your age, being a veteran, your Christianity, poverty, family, longevity. Weird one. You don't argue facts. You just assign virtue and evil. Sons of Marine, well, thank you for their service. Thank them for their service. It's a lot. And so, yes, all that Ray likes to talk about is his identity, control, his loyalty, his power, about victimhood, about owning up to what you're doing, reputation, moral authority. I could go on all night, but I think it's most appropriate to give you guys a nice little open letter. Because what says it better than that? Really, think about it. What really says it better than a nice open letter? Can't think of a single thing.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzywhiznut.
All right, let's do this. Give me a nice bit of this here. Open letter. It didn't pull up, of course, as you would expect. It didn't pull up one bit. Damn it. Let's get this. Let's get this thing lined up here. To the old shit who mistook his own word salad for a food. Oh, Ray, bless your wrinkled old heart, or whatever's left of it after all that squirrel hunting glory from your glory days. You're out here acting like the short bus king of misinterpretation, aren't you? Let me, Shizzywhiznut, the drool-soaked window liquor and Velcro shoes and a star-spangled helmet, spell this out before you fire off another paranoid rant fast and you can reload that precious shell of yours. Nobody called you a killer. You drama-dropping fossil. Nobody accused you of plotting some backwoods massacre or peering into your soul like the ghost of Freud on a squirrel-chasing bender. What actually happened, you fogged-up bifocaled missed while you were busy clutching your pearls is you yapped about weapons and ammo and only needing one in a hot mess of public drama full of lawsuits and harassment and folks losing their marbles faster than LMNOP is losing her teeth. And people went, hey, that sounds like a threat when you're jawing about dealing with Jeremy. And that's not slander, you old coot. That's basic English for dummies. That's how words work when you let them loose like feral raccoons in a dumpster. Context matters, especially when it's about handling Jeremy. We all know John already waved a firearm at him, landing that restraining order on him and Lynette to keep Jeremy breathing. What was that part of your bedtime reading, or were you just too busy skimming someone else's divorce papers like they were the Sunday funnies? You don't got to be a lawyer or even competent like me chewing crayons thinking it's a charcuterie board to get this. Nah, you were accused of being violent. You got told that your phrasing lands like a lead balloon full of buckshot instead of going, that might have been, comes off like a squirrel rifle at a tea party. You just leapt into this full martyr mode playing the wrongly accused old-timey poor boy with his trusty squirrel rifle and dream of frontier justice. Shit, man, you didn't clarify squat. You didn't add context. You didn't tighten up your loose-lipped rambling. No, you inflated it into a moral panic where everyone's out to get you, and you're just the wounded patriot hugging that single shell like it's your emotional support ammo. So let's chew on that shell for a second, shall we? You didn't say one shot feeds a family back in a holler. You didn't wax poetic about hunting to survive or respecting scarce bullets while they were gold nuggets. No. You said it only takes one and a weapon to do whatever you're going to do, Ray. That's not folksy, Ray. It's vague as a fogged up moonshine still. That's the verbal equivalent of leaving a bloody glove on a porch and acting shocked when folks ask, is there a body in the woods? You can't lace up your speech with implied boom boom and cry foul when people hear an echo. That's not persecution, you whiny walnut. That's cause and effect playing as wrinkles on your forehead. And then, oh lordy, here comes the resume parade. You tried to bleach that stink off by rattling off your creds like a Boy Scout listening to Permit. Check. Training, check. American Legion, military, stand your ground, years of being oh so serious about safety. Geez, all that shit is about as relevant as my helmet at a Mensa meeting. Nobody said you were untrained, illegal, or incompetent, you credential clutching codger. The beef was with your tone and implications, not your laminated gun card club. Flashing that don't override perception when your words are dancing through a minefield like a drunk squirrel. A surgeon can still threaten someone, a pilot can still crash, and a priest can still be creepy as hell. Experience don't make you bulletproof to bad phrasing, Ray. Sorry to burst your bubble, or should I say your one-shot wonder. Wait, there's more, because you did that classic villain naming tango that always screams guilty deflection, tug, meg, rumors, smears, attacks, malice. You never quoted them, you never played the clips, hell, never even showed a single receipt. You just labeled them like a sticking post on a conspiracy board. Because labeling is easier than responding to the meat of it. If you turn criticism into character assassination, you never got to face the mirror. You keep repeating what others say about Tug, but did you confirm it, you lazy legend? Was his wife really a patient? Who spilled that bean? Did you ask Tug if it was true? Or are you just parroting it because you did your research, like when you eyeballed that hearing where John admits he didn't write all the signs, Lynette did? You weren't targeted, Ray. You were responded to. You weren't hunted. You were analyzed. You weren't attacked. You were interpreted. And that difference hits different when it's on your side of the fence, isn't it? So let's hop where this train already derailed. The part where you confused moral challenge with mortal threatening, because paint chip flashes something sexual, you laugh, promote it, beg him to send it your way, and that's why folks are calling you creepy as a back alley goblin. You old perv enabler. Someone asked, would you find it funny if it was your daughter? And that's not a threat, dumbass. That's the empathy gut check, asking you to stare into your soul and see if it's right. That's ethical. It's not menacing. But you rebranded as a hit on your kid because deep down you know that what paint chips showed was wrong. Unless it's aimed at someone you hate, like the Anti-What-the-Hale's crew, then you whine about that. Private email is a certain amount of threat. And if that's your bar, then the whole internet is a felony factory, Ray. Every inbox is a crime scene. Every spam ad is intimidating. That's not safety logic. That's paranoid on steroids. But would you know what is a threat, Ray? That you're cheering on Doxer. That you're telling folks to roll into Otter Creek with signs to harass Jeremy. See, you perch up on that moral throne like your age gives you a free pass, reading unconfirmed crap, expecting everyone to bow down and kiss your wrinkled old ass. Well, go fuck yourself, Ray. 10 ways to Monday and twice on the weekend. Your stupidity isn't a shield, you senile squirrel slinger. And of course, you're going to escalate this like a pro wrestler on a bad script. Suddenly everyone's targeting you, conspiring, bullying, motivated by money, evil, corrupt. Out to get you, Ray. Everyone except you, the lone righteous geezer, wandering through a sinner's city, chucking stones and wondering why they boomerang back at your ass. Here's an uncomfortable truth, served with just a little side brands. What you're calling persecution is just the internet doing its thing. It's reading docs, playing clips, comparing statements, pointing out contradictions, asking questions, tracking patterns. That's not a mob, Ray. That's commentary. It's not harassment. It's accountability. And it only feels like an attack when it's not on your team. And it's a team that's flipped their story so many times. If you wanted a straight out truth out of them, well, it'd have fewer teeth than LMNOP. You don't get to decree that only your echo chamber is right. And of course, finally, your little doxing whines, the threat, the intimidation, the shadowy forces. You spout it all out with zero proof while ignoring the actual receipts, like the screenshots, the admissions of your squad doing exactly that vile crap. And you don't overlook it. You step over it like a puddle, plant your flag on the other side, and scream injustice. And that's selective morality. Well, if you had any to begin with, you hypocritical little has-been. Look, Ray, I don't think you're dangerous. I think you're a drama queen in grandpa pants, reactive as a poked bear, confusing your emotional fireworks for righteousness, mistaking your discomfort for defamation. And you're so busy battling up made-up versions of what folks said that you're deaf to the real words, especially since they aren't praising your childhood tales. Nobody accused you of being a killer. They said your words sounded threatening. You don't fix that by screaming about squirrels. You fix it by choosing better words. And if you can't spot the difference, that isn't malice. That's your own mirror staring back. Helmet askew and haul. Signed, Shizzywhiznut, who didn't threaten you, diagnose you, stalk you, or accuse you of homicide. You just, well, I just read your rambling in context, you old shit. And I hope that everybody enjoyed that one.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzywhiznut.
Yeah, see, my days. Sorry to hear that, Georgian. Yes, proud of you. Need to be. Hello, Mama Bear. My family had a lot of veterans in it, including a cousin who served true tours. Yeah. No, I mean, it is, there's, oh, I think my music's still playing. Sorry. So bad. My audio cut out. I'm looking at my thing and everything's crapped out on me. Like something. I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out later. It's something crapped out where it says, you're not going to be able to hear any audio. So I have no idea. If someone was shouting at me right now, I would be able to hear them. It could be playing music. Who knows? No, I mean, I've got no beef with Ray. I really don't care. I just think that it's hilarious that he's got some righteous indignation that he wants to show out there. Hey, I'm cute. What are you doing? He's got this righteous indignation where he's being so downtrodden upon. Oh, they're out to get me. No, Ray, you made threatening comments. You can't hide behind that shield forever. You're wearing rose-colored glasses. Mama Bear? No, these are not rose-colored. These are actually blue light filter. They're yellow. It's because I've got this purple surrounding me. They are not rose-colored ever. No, that's not me. It's the purple in the room. I think it gives a nice glow. Looks very peaceful. Hey, Shelly Huckabee. Shelly Huckabee, is so good to see you. Man, oh man. But yeah, that's really all I've got for you. Rick Hall, good to see you. How you doing? Wolfgang Gricky, thank you. Okay. Everybody, it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I am going to see if there's anybody else that's out there streaming. Before I head out of here, give me just a second. I'll re-divert you over to somebody fun. Looks like Camelot's streaming. He's always fun. Let me send you guys over there. Give me just a second, and I'll get this set up. My throat's starting to give out, and I don't think I can talk anymore. It's been a long night, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting on more of my ranting and raving. Oh, such an angry old man. So horrible old guy. I got all these issues with being, just this meanie, I guess. I'm so mean. Got that there, and redirect guys over to the Camelot. He's got a vacation show, so that should be pretty good. And I think I got all that set up. Live chat's turned on. Everybody, you have a wonderful night, because like I said, my audio went out, so I won't even know whenever the music is playing. And go say hi to Camelot. Give him a little bit of love. It's good people. Even though he is from Alabama, we still like the guy. We'll see you guys soon. Probably tomorrow. Peace, y'all. Good night. Oh, by the way, before I do that, there was something that came in, and I have to hit it. As Barb was, and I'm gonna put a little heart on it there. Barb Hildebrand with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. And StreamYard's here. Streamlabs is having a hard time. There it is. There you go. Barb Hildebrand, thank you so much. I appreciate the $2 super chat. And hello. It was good to see you. And I thank you very much for this. And I try not to forget these, but sometimes I do. Thank everybody that has come in, shown support. All new members. Thank you very much. And I love having you guys here. And I hope you join me tomorrow for another interesting one. I will see you guys soon. Peace.
Thought I was done, bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free, it's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me Papa Nut, call me the GOAT. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Bathe in my glow, you're so unclean. Your shade like a breeze, it's barely a draft. I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute, but here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live, 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 live. Call me daddy, daddy, daddy. Yeah, shout it loud. You're a mental midget while I stand proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy, headline act. Your background noise and it's just a fact. Call me daddy, daddy. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate, watch my stream every damn night. That's why, kiddos, I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy, send in your bread. I'm living rent-free in your effing head. Popping nuts, Shizzy daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you wanna complain. Call me daddy, let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Sorry that I break your streak. You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there and you're trying to chase cloud, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids and I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm rent free your brain and you don't know how. Pop a nut, Shizzy daddy, let's set the bar. I'm bigger than life, you're a burned out star. Call me daddy, embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just a troll. So here's your bedtime story, kids, sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever if you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental king. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same thing. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm rent free your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy daddy, let's set the bar. I'm bigger than life, you're a burned out star. Call me daddy, embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old raggedy ass burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental king. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.